Okay. I think this is finally open. Alright. Now is the audio actually going to work this time? Yes, okay, good. Man, still don't know what happened with that Dark Souls playthrough. No idea whatsoever. Okay, so this is Total War Shogun 2. Apparently there's going to be some sort of giveaway or something related to this game. So I kind of felt like I wanted to play it a little bit. Although the giveaway, I believe, is only going to be the best game, the base game, so none of the DLC or the expansions. This game has 2 expansions. One of them standalone, which is Follow the Samurai. But the base game is just Shogun 2. Takes place in the Sengoku Jidai era of Japanese history. You can play as any of these clans except for these last 3, which are DLCs. And basically you're just trying to conquer all of Japan. There's 3 different modes, you know, short campaign, long campaign, domination campaign. Short campaign ends in the year 1575, you start in year 1545. Long campaign and domination campaign both end in 1600. The only difference is the number of provinces you have to capture. 60 for domination, long is 40. Now, when you click on these clans, the full shade of green is where you start. The lighter shade of green are required regions that you need to conquer in order to win. So even if you have 40 provinces, if you don't own all of these, you're not going to win anyway, until you capture all of them. I list them right here, but it's a lot of names, and it's different for each of the clans. So, I think the only one region that is required for every clan is Kyoto, which is the capital of Japan at this time period. And each of the clans has their own strengths and weaknesses, and they have different starts. If you're new to the game, I would highly recommend playing as either Chosakabe or Shimazu. They start on their own little islands. Chosakabe is probably the easiest, to be honest, because there's 2 great clans, is what they're called, on Kyushu. There's Shimazu and Otomo. Chosakabe does not have any other great clans on its island of Shikoku. And each of the clans has something that they're good at. Chosakabe is good at farming as well as bow infantry. Shimazu are good at katana samurai, and they have increased loyalty for their generals. Hojo are good at sieging. Mori are good at ships. Oda's good at ashigaru, which are like peasant units. They're also some of the most overpowered units in the game, to be honest. Although, I think they've kind of rebalanced them since, well, for a while back, actually. There's Date, which are good at Nodachi Samurai, which are basically super long katanas. They're really good at charging. Takeda are good at cavalry. Tokugawa are more of a diplomatic nation. I don't like them that much, to be honest, because diplomacy is not exactly super in-depth in this game. Uesugi are supposed to be good at warrior monks. Actually, bow warrior monks are probably the best ranged units in the game. They're pretty strong, but their single province that they start out with is like one of the largest provinces in the game, and it takes forever to get from one location to the other location, and you're always going to be at war too, so I don't recommend this for a beginner nation. There's Hattori, which are ninja specialists. Ninja units in this game aren't exactly super strong, in my opinion. Like, maybe somebody can make them work, but they're not for me. There's Iko-Iki, which has a different religion than the rest of Japan. They have different types of peasant units and different types of warrior monks. But the most interesting thing that they have is that if you can convert a enemy province to your religion and cause a revolt, that province will flip to yours and you begin to own it, which is not something that anything else does. Usually if rebels take over a province, it just gets owned by rebels, but for the Iko-Iki, you can actually convert provinces over to yours without actually going to war with somebody, which I think is pretty good. And then there's Otomo, which is the only it's the only major clan or great clan that starts as Christian. They also start with access to matchlocks, but matchlocks aren't exactly that good, at least early on in the game, in my opinion. And being Christian lowers your daimyo's honor by 1 point. There's a whole bunch of different things that I'll go over after I start something, but I think I'll start with Shimazu, because they're one of the easier clans to start with. Oh wait, what difficulty am I on? I think you can change it in-game, so that's fine. Games have... The game is turn-based strategy on the campaign map and real-time tactics on the battlefield.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become shogun. But who will be victorious? Shimazu lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. We trace a line back to the first shogun Yoritomo. Loyalty runs deep in the Shimazu. It is in our blood, our traditions. And in battle, our swordsmen are the envy of Japan. No blade is swifter or more feared than ours. Bishamonten, the war god, has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Shimazu clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls.
Okay, so every clan has a little cinematic like that. Just exit out of that. Get rid of these things. All those usually just... all of the opening cinematics are basically going to say the same thing. Just a little bit different. I think the Iko-Iki and the Otomo clans are slightly changed. They are also DLC clans. Anyway, what they basically tell you is the dialogue options, your advisors that showed up in the top left corner, they basically just tell you, hey, you're at war with these guys, take them out, and then try to secure all of Kyushu before marching off to the rest of Japan. So, you have your... oh my goodness, is there a way to cut off the advisors? Let me see, advisors, none, and let's change this up to very hard. There we go. Yeah, so there's actually, let me show you again. So this only shows 4 difficulty skills. There's actually a 5th one, but the 5th one you can only select before you start a campaign. It's called Legendary. The game automatically saves. You cannot tell the game to save. It saves automatically. You have to rely on one autosave to beat the game. It's basically an Iron Man mode, so you can't save scum or anything. So the game, like I said, it's turn-based on the campaign map, but when you're in the battle map, it's real-time. On the campaign map, every province has a castle town, and each of the castle towns has some resources in their province that you can develop, and every time you upgrade your castle, you unlock a new research or a new building slot inside of your castle. When you start the game, you'll usually start with something related to your whatever nation you start as. So since I start as Shimazu, and they're good at katana samurai, they start out with a sword school. Early on, I guess it really depends on who you start out as, but I'm going to develop my infrastructure, so I'm going to build a harbor and improved irrigation and roads. You need food to upgrade your castle town, so if you look over at the bottom right, down here, there's 3 slots here. This is your current amount of cash on the left side. The middle shows you how much income you'll get next turn. And the right shows how much food surplus you have. I have 0 food surplus, so if I were to try and upgrade my stronghold, my current one consumes 1 food. The upgrade consumes 2. Well, I need to upgrade my farms before I can upgrade my stronghold, otherwise we'll have starvation, which can lower the amount of troops that you have, cause them to starve. So you can see the borders here between the provinces. White means that it's a neutral province to you, and red means it's an enemy. Blue, I think it's blue, means that it's an ally. And most of the map is going to be covered by a fog of war. It looks like an antiquated map, but as you explore the map, you'll see it actually develop into like a overworld, like you see over here and over here. Now the reason why I can see these guys right now is because you start out the game with a trade route with them. The next turn, I won't be able to see any of this. It'll go back to being a fog of war, but instead of it being covered with the map again, it'll just be, you'll see this here. You just won't be able to see any of their armies or cities. So since we are at war right now, I'm gonna go and attack Osumi. So, I have 2 units of Yari Ashigaru, which are like infantry pikemen, 1 Yari Samurai, which are like pike, more professional versions of these guys, although in my opinion these guys are better. And then there's Bow Ashigaru, who are just like peasant bowmen, and then I have my general. They don't have a general, but they do have 2 things of archers compared to my 1, but I have better infantry, it looks like. But they also have light cavalry. So, in this game, if you enable this, it allows other players to join your game as the enemy armies. I'm not going to do that, though. So I'm not even sure if it would work. It says that my game's modded, though. I thought I disabled all the mods, but it should be fine with it. With whatever. Anyway, as the game loads in, you can see this map here. Everything in yellow is your deployment zone, and everything in red is the enemy's deployment zone. You can also see the topographical layout of the map. Anything that's lighter is higher elevated. And here, before you start the battle, you can choose to wait, which might change the weather. Right now it's dry. This could change to, you know, raining or snowing, depending on the time of the year it is on the campaign map. Right now, dry is fine for me. If it's raining, I believe it increases fatigue? Is that right? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to attack from over here. Now, the enemy while he's deploying in this red area, there was a second army on the map that was close by when I besieged this town. And so that army of his is actually going to spawn in from one of the sides of the map, and I'm not sure which side. It most likely will not be here, because this is where I spawned in at, but I can change to go anywhere within the yellow aura. If I can, I want to destroy the enemy reinforcements before I go and take over the castle town. So I only have one unit of archers. You can see their firing range here, the red arc. And I can tell them to use loose formation, which anybody in loose formation will decrease their chance of getting hit by enemy arrow fire. But for infantry, you'll want to do it if you're getting fired, but if you're about to engage enemies in melee, you want them to be in close formation. As loose formation decreases your charge. So if I were to right-click onto this, you can see the unit's stats right here. Charge is basically added to your melee attack when your units are running into an enemy. And I forgot all the calculations, but basically I think it's usually whoever has the highest bonus. If you have two units running at each other to engage, whoever has the highest bonus, I think, is the one that takes priority. So, you know, these guys have a charge bonus of 1, but these guys have a charge bonus of 15, so these guys should take priority. Now, there are a couple of differences. For example, Yari Ashigaru are capable of forming a Yari wall, which is just like a spear wall, which I believe negates the charge bonus, at least from cavalry. It also destroys cavalry, which makes these guys some of the most useful units in the game. Unfortunately, Yari Samurai do not have that ability. Instead, they have rapid advance, which increases their charge, unit speed, and charge. Anyway, I'm going to bring in my general here and start the game. Now let's see, where are the enemies spawning in their reinforcements from? Down here. Okay, so I moved mine way up too high. That being said, I might get the high ground. Your archers technically will do more or have a higher range from higher levels of elevation, though it's not substantially more. Let's see if I can get here first. Now, one thing I will mention is that light cavalry have a better stats than your general does. So, I would not advise engaging enemy light cavalry with your general. Now you can pause the game up here, fast forward it, and increase the speed and stuff. However, you cannot do that, and you cannot give orders while the game is paused on legendary mode. It's in order to get the game to be a little bit more difficult. So the enemy charged its light cavalry into a group of my Yari Samurai. He was trying to charge into my Bow Ashigaru, and he actually did get a couple of them, but not a whole lot. And my Yari Ashigaru and my Yari Samurai were able to rout the enemy light cavalry. Now I want my Bow Ashigaru to shoot at the enemy Yari Ashigaru. I'm just trying to lure him away with my cavalry. That way I'm splitting up the enemy army. It's like I've already routed the enemy infantry and the enemy cavalry. And now I'm just gonna whittle away at the Yari Ashigaru with my bow Ashigaru. And these guys cannot... Okay, yeah, I need to explain that too. So when I'm giving orders, when I click and drag, you can see 2 arrows, meaning that my guys are running. You can hit the R button to make them walk, but since I'm actually using my cavalry to make the enemies, basically luring them on a wild goose chase, I want them to run. But 1 arrow means that they're walking, and when your Yari Yashigaru are in a Yari wall formation, they cannot run. They have to walk in order to keep formation. Now, my archers have toggle fire at will enabled already, so they'll just... By default, this is what they'll be. Just means that whenever an enemy gets close to them, they'll fire their arrows at them. There is skirmish mode, which just means that if enemies get close to this unit will begin to run away automatically without you having to tell it to, but usually, in my experience, it just screws them up a whole lot, so I don't recommend it. Alright, I'm going to try and get these Yari Ashigaru to charge into this unit of Yari Ashigaru. This unit of Yari Ashigaru of mine are in shield wall formation, or spear wall, or Yari wall. So they should be able to do quite a bit of damage to the enemy Yari Ashigaru. See, these guys are doing their shield or spear wall. These guys are just rushing out of formation. So they're going to lose a lot of units this way. And that would be the skirmish with these guys has ended now. I'm going to go ahead and go in here so that fewer of them will survive the... Well, I think they all died already, actually. Okay. So, I'm going to take these guys out of Yari wall formation. I'm going to have all these guys march here, but not full speed. You can hover over your units and you can see things that at the very bottom of these dialog boxes, you'll see that it says like confident, active, encourage, general nearby, confident, fresh, encourage nearby, general nearby. The second one, the fresh or the active, tells you the fatigue level of this unit. So my general was running around a whole bunch, so he's winded right now. If you let them wait a little bit, their fatigue will recover, but they perform better in combat if they're fresh or active. So I'm just letting my guys get here before I move them up, because the enemies still have bow Ashigaru here. Now, in this game, there are siege weapons like cannons and trebuchets, or they're not called trebuchets in this game, called like mangonels or something like that. But most units can just scale walls in this game. Like my cavalry obviously can't unless I tell them to mount or dismount. But for now, we should be fine. Now if I click and drag like this to move my units, they'll all run by default. But if you click and drag and hold control, they'll walk. Although, to be honest, what I want to do is move my Yari Ashigaru and my Yari Samurai up here. And I'm going to have them walk through the forest, and what that'll do is make them invisible to the enemy. If you sprint in the forest, I think they'll still be spotted by the enemy, but if you're just walking through the forest, your enemy won't be able to see them unless they're really close to them. As you can see right here, near my cursor, there's a tree icon. That just means that it's a type of environment that you can hide in. So I'm going to click and drag and hold down control so my units don't run. And you guys, I'm going to have you guys run. I'm going to have you guys run up here. As the enemies are going to start shooting at me like that. And I want them to run up here, and I want these guys to try and set the gatehouse on fire. Oh wow, you guys completely missed. Now, not every unit's capable of doing this, of setting gatehouses on fire, but a lot of them are. Yari Yashigaru are capable of doing that, so it's good to have them. Now, what I'm going to do here is have all my units rush in, all my melee units rush in here. Now, there are a couple of things about this. You can either win the battle by completely wiping out all the enemy units, or you can conquer the town square. So I have my cavalry here to bring down this timer, capture the city, so I don't have to waste my men killing these units. So that was victory right there. So here you have your after battle reports. See how many units you lost, how many you have remaining, how many enemies you killed, so on and so forth. Any remaining unit that was inside of a castle town, when that castle town gets conquered, automatically gets destroyed. So if this were my castle, and I still had, you know, I guess, what is this, 480 minus 426, that would be like 54 units left. Well, they would have died automatically, which is why it says here that they lost 480, even though I only killed 433. Now, reinforcing armies can technically survive, but in this case, I think I did enough damage to them where they just gave up. So, when you capture a province, you can do a couple of things with them. You can either peacefully occupy it, which gives you not much money. In this case, it's 0 completely. But your public order your next turn is not going to be that bad. It's only -4, and that'll improve over time. If you loot it, you'll get some money, but you'll get massive amounts of unhappiness, which can result in the town rioting and having a rebellion. I also, as it says here, your daimyo's honor will decrease, and you don't want that. There is one more option for special cases. If there's a clan that's been wiped out, you can revive that clan if you conquer their home territory. I'm just going to peacefully occupy this. And now, since it was brought up, let me right click on the, or actually you can see it right here. Loyalty. This is one of my generals, not my daimyo. Your daimyo is the only guy that has honor. See it up here too. The higher your honor is, the higher your town happiness will be. Also, the higher your loyalty for your generals will be. But if you have low honor, you'll have negative happiness, and your generals will not be very loyal. And an unloyal general might revolt against you. So, honor is very important. You get honor either by, I think most of the time it's by traits or retainers down here. You'll get some retainers that'll say, you know, hey, this will give you +1 honor if you take this trait. Traits are usually generated automatically based off of your level. And you'll get to choose between like 1 or 2. There are some research technologies that increase honor. This one increases loyalty. Here's the one that increases honor. So this Mastery of the Arts tab is your research tab. You have your war research on the left, and your, I guess it's your cultural research on the right. First things in the game, I prefer to rush for the first farm research, which is on the far right, equal fields. These timers tell you basically how many turns it'll take to research all of this. So this is going to take 2 turns. This takes 3 turns, but since I have to do the prerequisite first, it says 5 when you click on it, and then 12 when you click on this one. Generally speaking, I always recommend going for these three first off. And then go and do whatever you're specialized in for your Bushido arts. Since I am Shimazu, they're good at swordsmanship. Well, the first research here is the sword school, which is what I want. I would recommend going through all these good researches to have, though. The way of the bow gives you fire arrows, which can be really useful. The temples. This one here. Especially if you have a, I guess it's like a cultural shrine. This might be something really worth going into. Warrior monks are extremely powerful, especially bow warrior monks. They have the longest range of any ranged unit in the game, except for artillery. But, you know, they don't suck like artillery does, so I would highly recommend getting these. They're expensive units, but they're extremely effective at what they do. Now, let me see. This does take investment, though, because you do need to have, you know, this research here. But in order to research these, you have to have a monastery, and you have to have, I think, a foot archery range. So you'll need to do both this research and this research. So it's a big investment, but they're also kind of worth it, at least in the middle to late game. Early game, you're going to want to focus on just using peasantry units. Yari Ashigaru. So as far as the towns go, each town will have its own province buildings. As you see here, this one has farm, roads, and coastal village. Every town will at least have a farm and a road. Most will have coastal villages, but not all. And then some special ones have a 4th extra slot. In this case, Shimazu gets, or I guess Satsuma Province gets a blacksmith. Early on, it'll give you a +1 melee attack for samurai recruited units and +1 armor. Later on, or at least in the next stage, you'll see that here that you can either further increase armor, or you can further increase melee attack. I'm not entirely sure which of these would be best. I'm probably going to go for the attack. In my experience, attack seems to be the best way to play this game. I am going to recruit... Actually, let me recruit one thing of archers, because I only have one unit of archers right now. Now, something to note is that any losses that you took in battle persist in the campaign map, so you do need to be careful about how many units you lose, or how many soldiers you lose in battle. Because even if you win, if your army is basically defeated, then it's not much of a victory now, is it? Here, I lost a lot of Yari Ashigaru, but I still have an entire other group of them, so I'm not too worried about that. My archers, I do want to get some more archers. And that'll be it for this turn, I believe. You can see in the Diplomacy tab, I only have, you know, 2 guys that I've noticed, but if I click on my name up here, you can see a general idea of how the rest of Japan thinks about you. These guys hate me because I'm at war with them. These guys, who I don't know, also hate me, as do these guys. The other guys are just slightly, barely red, so they're more neutral. And then these guys somewhat like me. I guess it's because I have a trade agreement with them. But it says that we're indifferent. You can see that it's a positive +9 right now. If I were to move a ship over to these guys, or any guy, I'll come into contact with them. I can initiate diplomacy with them. So I'm going to end my turn. Now, next turn I should get 1,434 gold. And the game does issue you quests every now and then. So this one wants me to get the Way of the Sword research, which is this one right here. I'm not going to do that for a while, though. Anyway, I'm still at war with these guys. They have another castle town up here. But it's going to take me like 2 or 3 turns to get up there, which could take... They could develop an entire new army by the time I get up there. So I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I am going to move my archers over here. And right now, there's a resistance to invaders modifier here. So if I were to like move my army out of this town, you can see it has -3 public order. I'm gonna move these guys back into there though. If you end a turn with negative public order, usually that's fine for 1 turn. There might be a riot, but after 2 turns there will be a revolution or a revolt. Anyway, highly recommend investing in ports early on if you start at Shimazu or Otomo, who are up here, because you have trading nodes which give you a whole bunch of cash. Same thing for Chosakabe, but you're a little bit further away. So I'm going to mass produce Yariyashigaru. Now every unit does have an upkeep cost. This has 71 upkeep, so my clan income went down from last turn. These have also an upkeep cost of 71, so next turn my clan income will be down by 142.
Yariyashigaru provide excellent.
I'll build one more of each, bow and Yari. I'm gonna build up my army for the next 2 turns. The next turn will be winter, and if your army is inside enemy lands during winter, they will suffer attrition. One of the great clans is destroyed. Okay, Tokugawa clan has been destroyed apparently. Anyway, I've researched the Way of Chi, which means that I can build a market, which increases province income. As far as stables go, so this is something that I should point out. So if you right-click on anything, it'll bring up the encyclopedia. The endgame encyclopedia. You can see this building stables unlocks some units. It's basically just all like cavalry. There are some extra ones here, but these 2 require you to have an arsenal already built, which is like late game research. But light cavalry are the only cavalry that I can recruit right now. If I click on war stables, you can see that it requires war horses to build a war stable. And then it unlocks also bow cavalry, yari cavalry, katana cavalry, other things like that. The Donderbus Cav, that's actually one of the best units in the game, to be honest, but they require a lot of micro and battle. Yari cavalry are basically the only ones that I would actually recommend out of all the upgraded cavalry. Light cavalry are pretty good for killing enemy generals, because like I said earlier, they have higher stats than enemy generals do. So I have 4 units recruiting this turn.
Fast moving.
Now I'm gonna get this bow kabaya and move it towards this oops. Trade node. And basically what this... No! Stop. Load. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so the game autosaves at the end of each of your turns, so I accidentally hit the wrong button and ended my turn. So I'm just going to reload that. So, we're back where I was. So, I don't have a trade ship here, but I do have a warship here. So nobody else can move their trade ships here. Basically, I've just said that, hey, this is my trade node. I don't have a ship on it yet, but eventually I will. I need 1,800 gold to build a trading port to build a trade ship, but once you get trade ships here, you can stack 10 of them on one node, and they are very good at generating income. So, I'm going to move these guys over here. I'm going to save my cash, I think, although I think one more turn of recruiting units will be good. I just want to have a big enough army so that when I go and fight this territory up here, I can actually win the battle instead of, you know, not winning the battle. Because they've been recruiting units every turn. And if I go out of here now, you'll see that the resistance to invaders has gone away already. I think it goes away by 1 every turn. So there are a total of 5 trading nodes on the map. Nope, sorry, 6 trading nodes on the map. There's 5 here. Let me see if I can expand this map some more. You have 5 here, and then 1 all the way up north. This one gives you iron, which is required for some heavier equipped infantry and to upgrade some of your dojos. Let's see, not this dojo, but the Swordmaster School requires iron. Well, let me... Oops, did not mean to get rid of that completely. Anyway, so once I move out of my territory, my replenishment right here will stop. You only replenish when you're in your territory, and you get a boost to replenishment if you're in a castle town. But if you're in enemy territory, then that goes away. And you also cannot walk through a neutral nation's territory unless you have military access.
An unexpected meeting
I
with
don't
Heisen
recall
turned out to be
if...
welcome. Let us see what happens here.
I don't recall if replenishment occurs if you have military access or not. Usually my form of military access is just invading them, so I don't use it all that often. But first off, the most important thing to do early on is, okay, enemy just went towards Satsuma. And Otomo just took over Satsuma territory. So I am going to move 4 units back there. I'm just going to auto-resolve this one, because there was only 1 enemy territory. And my general leveled up. So, Retainers. This one can get either +1 morale for Ashigaru under his command, or +1 loyalty. I'm going to do Ashigaru because this guy's loyalty is already really high. Then you can give him traits that you want to customize. The left trait gives you an increase in research, but I don't care too much about that. This increases your campaign movement range, and this one increases your general's stats, or at least his bodyguard stats, which are his cavalry under his command. I'm going to go with this one. Now, you do get a limit to how many ranks this guy can go up. I think it goes up to like 6. You only get 2 skill points per each, I believe. So you can't unlock everything. So you might want to save your skill points or something. There are some commands that you can unlock in this middle tree for your units. This one gives you stand and fight, which I can't right click on this. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so you can right click on that one, but not this one. A stand and fight, I think, if I recall correctly, it just all surrounding units are unbreakable for a certain amount of time, or it increases their morale. I forgot which. This tree right here just gives you basically, or these two anyway, give you increased command at sea, but I don't like doing sea battles. So, I like this one a lot. Let's see. I think I'm going to go down this tree. I'm going to go ahead and give him a boost to movement, but that boost does not apply until next turn right now because I've already used all of my movement for the turn. And I am going to recruit some more units simply because I know that there's an army coming this way. Let me see if I can get at least 3 trade nodes. Let me... put some Ashigaru there, and in my turn. So one thing I want to do, though, is get rid of the Otomo clan, because they are a Christian nation, or Christian clan, they are slowly going to start increasing the level of Christianity in my territory. I think mine too are safe for now, but this Hyuga province is probably about, well, probably not about to change, but probably has a higher level of Christianity. Now, something I want to mention, yeah, see, Christianity is increasing, but something I want to mention, this army is in my territory. I'm about to conquer this castle town, which only has a small garrison, so I don't care too much about fighting that one out. That army is now gone. They disbanded because they were in my territory. There was one more army over here somewhere last turn. If it went into an ambush stance, it'll still be in this territory because this is their original territory. But if they had moved them into this territory somewhere, then it also disbanded. Now, what I need to focus on is getting rid of the Atomo clan. Because the Christian debuff modifier here, this will, yeah, here, non-clan religion will begin to increase as the level of Christianity increases in this province, which is going to cause a massive issue. Later on, anyway. Okay, so Tomo already took this one over. I'm about to go to war with them, though. Okay, so this army had not left the borders here, so they're still here. I'm going to get my general to move up this way. Let's see. It's going to be a -4, so let me move 3 units here. Next turn there will be a -2, so that should be fine. So I'm going to take over that node from them after a bit. Now this army that's in my territory, they cannot leave the borders here unless they conquer this castle town. Then their clan will resurrect, and then they'll be able to move out of it. But we should be fine. That being said, they might do this and raid my farm, which is annoying. So let me save. Then declare war. Ah, they have an ally. Wait, who's this? Wait. Oh, I went to war with the wrong guys. Their territory got taken over. Oh well, that's fine. Peacefully occupy. Alright, let's burn down the church and burn down the trade port. I have destroyed the Atomo clan, but I went to war with the wrong clan. I'm gonna destroy these guys and move them up here, actually. I might have screwed up by going to war. Okay, I'm not gonna save just yet. Because I might want to reload that, because I didn't mean to go to war with these guys. Imagine 1500s accidentally declare war on the wrong people. I'm gonna besiege their settlement. You can see here, in 3 turns the settlement will be starved out, but they might go ahead and decide to attack me. And if they decide to attack me, then that means that they no longer have their castle walls. They'll have to sally out of their castle to fight me. Now, I need Oh, jeez. I'm gonna actually have to research Zen, aren't I? I can't build a shrine until I research Zen. Which means... well, this will decrease, but it's not gonna decrease by all that much. Okay. That's fine. Let me build a trading port here. Alright, so they did declare an attack on me. So I'm going to fight this battle on the battlefield. But as I said, they will not have castle walls. So looking at it, looks like I'm going to have some high ground in my deployment zone. So I'm going to deploy my units here. And even though I do not have castle walls, I can make walls with my Yari. So that's what I'm going to do. The enemy will be forced to assault because after 60 minutes, the battle will end, and whoever was the aggressor loses the battle if the timer runs out. So I'm going to put all these guys into loose formation and stick them here. Stick them here. I'm gonna put all these guys into Yari wall. Just make sure that they all line. Oh, okay. So this is intraversable land right here. I guess this one slope is slightly too much for these guys to walk on. Oh wow, that's much bigger than I thought it would be. Well, that's fine. Anyway, so I'm going to play a defensive battle on the top of this hill. Now, enemies that are in a forest, which is like half this map, I think get a increase in evasion against missiles, but I think we'll be fine here. Let me put this one more at an angle. So the enemy cannot travel here, but they can travel around it, which could be dangerous. I'm hoping they don't do that, but if they do, I'll have my general here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to do that, actually. Let me move these guys over here. I'm going to force them to run. Oh, okay. I did not think that they could get there. Okay, my bad. My archers don't seem to be shooting at their archers for some reason. There's one general versus the other general, so let me buff myself and rally everybody. So I have routed the enemy general. I'm gonna move him back. See if we can focus fire some of these enemy archers down. For some reason, they're not... well, I know why they're not. They just want to skirmish, which is fine. I'm going to move my Yaris up, though. Back when the game first came out, Bow Ashigaru were like the most overpowered unit in the game, though. Because in Sengoku era of Japan, nobody used shields. So, people just... you could have like 2 or 3 Bow Ashigaru defending a castle against an entire enemy stack army. Just because they have no shields and would just die super easily. But now it's a little bit more balanced. Yeah, let's kill these Yari Ashigaru. I'm trying to get as close to them as I can without actually, like, engaging them myself. I would rather them engage me. And if I spread out my lines long enough, I can surround them. So the enemy's gonna send out their general? Never mind. Oh, now they're charging. Well then, that works. Looks like they're charging all their units into a whole bunch of spear walls, so... Let's get my general out of the battle, though. I don't want him to die. If your general dies, it massively decreases your unit's morale. So, if possible, going to try to avoid that. They do have decent charge, which is a reason why I would suggest using them. But against a enemy Yari Ashigaru or Yari Samurai, not so much. So what I will do, however, is send in my units to run them down. So I won the battle, but there's a whole bunch of enemies left. The enemies cannot recover after that battle 1 dialogue option. So instead what I'm going to do is just run them down. Since they can't really fight back now, I'm just basically reducing their numbers so that when I do have to fight them, they'll have less troops for me to worry about. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these guys. Bow Samurai. Okay, I'll end the battle now. If I had more cavalry, it would be easier to run them down. But I don't, so if you do enough damage to enemies, then their army might just give up and you automatically win the territory, but I don't think I did that this time around. Yeah, so they only lost... They still have about 300 units left, so... That being said, I can probably auto-resolve the next battle. And once I do take over this territory... Yeah, I can auto-resolve this one. I lost 2 units, that's fine. Oh, so that showed the third option, which was that I could revive the clan that was here originally, but... Well, I kind of skipped through it too fast. But something here. This province does not have a harbor, but it does have pastures, which gives you war horses. So now I have war horses, and I can go ahead and upgrade my... guess this one starts with a... stable, right? Yep, okay. So I can go ahead and upgrade this now that I have war horses as a research or as a resource. And I would actually highly recommend trying to stack as many modifiers as possible here. So if you actually go to the next stage of this building, it increases your charge bonus of cavalry by +3. And then you can further increase it to +5. There's some other buildings that you can add to your castle town that'll increase charge. So this is probably going to be my charge castle town. I'm going to focus mostly on increasing charge. And here I'm going to focus mostly, I think, on melee damage. Let me see. I now have like an army and a half, so I should be able to take over the rest of Kyushu pretty easily, I would think. The biggest issue is here, which has quite a substantial amount of non-clan religion modifier. So it's -7 right now. This one should be fine. Christianity's going down. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my daimyo though. So you can either increase charge for cavalry or morale for Ashigaru. I'm gonna do morale for Ashigaru because Ashigaru are the strongest units in the game. At least in vanilla. Vanilla Yari Ashigaru are like the best units in the game. Oh yeah, I got rid of the harbor here, so I kind of need to rebuild that, but I think I'll build a trading port here, actually. Which one's... This one has 2 more turns for this trading port, and 1 more turn for the terrace farming. This will give you... So this research itself gives you +1 clan happiness, so I might go ahead and get this, so I can go ahead and get the Buddhist temple, and I can get the +1 clan happiness. I'm at war with these guys too, but I haven't met them yet. Let's see, can I go ahead and build a... Yes, I can. So, I'm going to try to build up some more ships in case there ends up being a naval engagement. Do I want to recruit somebody else? Guess I can. No reason not to. Other than it costs 1,000... whatever this is called. Keep calling it gold, but I don't know if that's what it's called in this game. Mon, maybe? Yeah, you could also convert religion. Do not recommend doing that. So this is the guy I just adopted. So both of these guys have 4 loyalty. Well, this guy had 5 earlier, but whatever. If you adopt them, it'll increase their loyalty. Oh, yeah, he did lose 1 because I recruited him. And if you give them a commission, like, how would you call these? An administrative position, it'll increase their loyalty, but it also decreases another one's if... Like, if I were to give this guy this position, and this guy ended up getting taken out of the administrative position, his loyalty would decrease. So I don't recommend doing that over there. I will give him the Commissioner of Finance, though, which increases his loyalty to 5. It also increases my clan province by +1%, and decreases his upkeep cost by 2%. But, you know, he doesn't really have any units in his command right now. Take 3 turns to get up there. How many more turns before I can move this guy? 3, okay. I am going to recruit light cavalry into this army, though. Because light cavalry are very strong against enemy generals. That's like the only thing they're good for, though. Enemy generals and Bow Ashigaru. You guys have -7 still. You could actually exempt provinces from taxation and increases public order some, but in this case, I still don't have nearly enough that I need. Let's go to Zen. I already did that, never mind. Let's see. This province doesn't have any special thing in it. This province has special naval facilities here. I will build that there, and I will build a Zen shrine there once I can build it. And go ahead and build some more units in both of these provinces. And build another... Ooh, I can build a trade ship now. Yes, okay. Hopefully my economy will begin to improve. I might actually want to start building like an actual military navy, though. So I'm going to move this guy. Let's move him next to here. Go here. So now I got incense, which is a trade resource. I have 2 military ships right here. If an enemy tries to attack this node, these guys are close enough that they'll be brought in defense. So I'm going to keep these guys here just so that they can defend this trade ship. I will build one of these though. And these, I still have one more turn, right? Yep, okay. Let's build some more Yada Yashigaru here and here. Yeah, that should be fine. As long as the enemies don't like send a navy with an army down around here, I should be fine. They will do that, just I think we're early enough in the game where they can't do that. Oh, I just saw a navy coming down south. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, we will focus on martial wisdom, which will increase your military research over here. I'm going to try and get fire arrows. There is diminishing returns with these trade nodes, but it's still usually best to get 10 on one node. It's just every additional one that you recruit on that node increases your income only slightly, or well, slightly less. And if I move this army out, still have -1 because of non-clan religion. Let me see, I'm going to move him as close to here as possible. I'm going to end my turn with this one in a negative happiness. It does not say that this resistance to invaders is going to go away, but I hope it will. If not, the next turn I'll have to either recruit Yada Yashigaru, or I'll have to exempt the province from taxation. Oh, lovely. So I just saw an army coming down this way. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let me recruit 1 Yada Yashigaru here. That should be enough. That's still -8. Yeah, let's keep these guys here. There should be an army here. Oh wow, they have a professional army. Okay, so they have 2 katana samurai, 2 bow samurai, and 2 generals. One's their daimyo. So, I'm gonna fight this one out. I'm going to try and kill the enemy generals, both of the enemy generals, with my light cavalry. Then after that, it should be easy pickings for the rest of their army, because the rest of the army has no spear support. So there are 3 places to cross at. Here, here, and here. I'm going to send one of my cavalry this way. No, actually, I want my cavalry to stay together just in case. I'll have half of my army stay in the middle, and the other half go this way. I'm gonna group those together. This isn't really half, but whatever. Okay. So, get rid of the HUD by pressing the K button. Have these guys go this way. Let's not go too far that way, though. I don't want them to get shot by the enemy archers. These guys stopped going up, so I am an idiot and told them to only go that far. Usually, if you have the ability to attack on multiple fronts, do it. The enemy AI, at least, is not really good at dealing with multiple front attacks. Though, to be honest, neither am I, so... Let's make these guys go into loose formation. These guys go into loose formation. Let's see if they can go closer here.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Okay, so I have attacked Katana Samurai with light cavalry, which is probably the best way to do that because they have 0 defense against ranged weapons. So my archers are about to die. And these guys are about to die. So the entire reason why I got these guys was to kill enemy generals, and that's not gonna happen now. My general's about to die.
This is a black day! Our general has...
Oh, my general died! Oh my goodness, I lost the battle! Wow, okay, that was terrible planning on my part.
My lord! A glorious victory!
Man, I didn't lose the battle, but still. Wow. I almost want to redo that. But nah, I won't. I got overconfident. Let my general die. Well, that sucked for me, but whatever. Let's see, I need 8 units here, right? What if... Okay, I need 4 in that case. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna try and go ahead and blitz them, because they don't seem to have any more armies. That's stupid of me, but whatever. I will go ahead and send a trade ship up here. Can't quite reach it, though. Let's do another Bokabaya, though. Decisive victory, take that one out. Ooh, I got a new general now, so that's good. Take over this province. Ooh, it's predominantly Christian. Wait, is this a Christian clan? I don't see any Christian buildings. Oh wait, no, this used to be owned by Otomo. That's right. I wonder if I can sue for peace with Still don't know who these guys are. Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm only at war with one guys now. Okay. Everybody hates me now, though. Guess because I'm overexpanding or something. Let me go back down here with my Bokaboya. Go here. So I just got craft goods, is that right? I got craft goods from Buzen, that's right. So these give you accuracy upgrades for your ranged units. This is going to become my main ranged province. Oh, you f- That was not what I was trying to do. There we go. Just trying to get the army to attack this guy here, but okay. How many units does he have? Just 2? Okay, that's fine. Let me... +1 general loyalty or +1 morale for all units in his command. How much loyalty does he have? 4? That should be 5 then. Get trade rights with you guys. Oops, wrong one. Yes, I can. Awesome. So that's plus 500 gold per turn. Now you can see my clan income has shot up. And I found the Chosakabe by doing that. Yeah, if you hold your cursor over here, before you get a trade agreement with somebody, it'll show you how much trade you'll get with them. So let's see. I have now conquered all of Kyushu, so that's good. I'm gonna have to split up my armies though, so that I can avoid the issues with public order. In my turn, I'm gonna have at least 2 provinces say that they're about the revolt. Auto resolve that. Win. Yeah, mounting unrest. I'm gonna do agrarian focus. I need to increase my province's wealth. The war is over, so it is time to build up infrastructure. The war that I didn't even mean to go into. So, let's recruit a whole bunch of trade ships. Build a whole... Let's make sure all my roads are upgraded first. To the first upgrade anyway. Okay, they are. This province has upgrades for port, so I don't need a sword school here. I'll start upgrading my roads then. Oh, I've already upgraded as far as I can right now. Is there anything else I can upgrade then? You cannot recruit any of that, or build any of that. It's too expensive. Okay. So I have acquired silk now. Again, my income shot up Let's build 2 more of those. One more of those. Let's build some military vessels. Just in case somebody declares war on me while I'm building up my infrastructure. Stack a total of 10 units, 10 naval units in a fleet. There's 5 here, so that means I can build 5 more. Oops, what am I doing? You can build a non-bond trade port. That's what increases Christianity in your clan and increases your trade and town growth by a lot, but it increases Christian growth, which is, for me right now, not what I'm looking for. So the next several turns are just going to be me upgrading my territories until finally I'm satisfied. I'll probably take over Shikoku next, the Chosakabe are. Simply because it's another island that's easy to defend, or easier to defend. That's 1, that's 7 here. That's 4 there. Oh, that's 5 actually. This one's still recruiting him. One of our trade routes is getting raided. Need to upgrade my farms too. Looks like most of them are upgraded though. At least at 1 level. It was just this one that wasn't. Okay. I think that's it for this turn then. Is there anything else I can build? Let's put a sake den here. My income's going up a lot now. I'll be able to afford more armies. Foreign prosperity. Plus 50% of town growth from ports, plus 25% from trade goods. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I need to mention that too. Farms have different levels of fertility. And very fertile is the highest level. So upgrade those farms first. Most of these are average. Here, that one's barren, which I think is the worst. This one's needs to be upgraded too. So this is 9 right now, correct? Yeah, 9. So that one can go 1 more. But I still need to build some up here too. It's 5, 7. Be 9. Let's go ahead and move this one up here as well. Oh yeah, which research am I on right now? I haven't really been paying attention to my research now. Let's see. Okay, 1 more turn to get fire arrows. Then I'm gonna go for the monastery so I can unlock bow warrior monks. I also want to get the encampment. Because the encampment... I'll do this. The encampment unlocks these here. All of these buildings will increase buffs in each of your for each unit recruited in that province, but you can only build one of these buildings at a time per province. The Hunting Lodge, for example, increases accuracy by +5. Oops. Go back. The Armory will increase armor by +2 in a province. So obviously, for my... Oh, dang it, I did it again. So for the... is it the Jujutsu? Yeah, Jujutsu is +2 melee attack. I'm going to go for Jujutsu in this province, so I can stack with the +2 melee attack I'm already getting from the Weaponsmith. Up here, I want to go for the Hunting Lodge to get +5 to stack with the Fletchers. This is going to be where I'm going to be recruiting my warrior monks. Go ahead and build this here, build that here, build that there. Don't need sword school in this province. Monks cannot be... There are no sword monks in this game. Unfortunate as it is. I think that's one more here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, not that one. Nope. Go there. You go there. You go here. You go here. How many? I only have one there. Okay. It's fine. Technically could decrease the amount of soldiers I have. That actually might be a pretty good idea. Simply so that I get a higher income and can use it. I don't want to do that though. In case I get a declaration of war declared on me. I think I'll keep my 2 armies up here. Oh crap, I forgot to set my research. Shit. Oh, never mind, that was the same thing. Okay. Let me get that there. Let me start building a shrine or a temple there. Military port or military port? Definitely. Six, 7, 8, 10. Okay. Economy is maximum. Some water. Okay, so I think that's it for that. Got a couple more ships here. Just to defend them in case somebody decides to attack them. Let's build some more roads everywhere. And ports. And town growth is actually kind of important. It increases the amount of money you'll make per turn. So the higher your growth, the more money you'll get over in the long run anyway. These people are still on... Oh well, they're still gonna rebel. You can increase growth by exempting province from taxation, but not a whole lot of reason to do that right now. I don't think it's that important. And when I go to war with the Chosakabe, I am gonna lose a whole bunch of income because they're one of my trading partners. Oh good. My daimyo, 18 years old, he has 2 honor. Wow, that sucks for me. Wow, why does he have 2 honor? Is that just what they start out with? Okay, I need to adopt everybody. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I don't recommend doing what I just did, but now everybody has at least 3 loyalty. Oh wow, that was not good. Let me start building something there. Actually, no. Greedy wife. Increases upkeep, but increase... No, thank you. Grateful populace. Plenty. That's, +5 growth versus +5 wealth. We'll go with growth. Are you guys even... Oh! This is my daimyo's loyalty. Well, this increases province happiness here. So does increasing your castle level, but castles are expensive. What is this on? 40% Buddhist. I need to go to war with my daimyo so that he can get a chance to level up his honor some. Just give me 600, 600, 400. These are the most. Let me get a trade agreement with these guys. Oh, okay. I have enough trade ports for this. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Everybody kind of dislikes me. I think it's mostly because of my territory expansion and my clan is not respected. These guys hate me the least, it looks like. Out of everybody I know. My income's increased to 7,700 though. Dang it, Mori, stop. Stop attacking my trade routes. Cunning wife, yes, I will accept that. No, I will not accept that. Start building up, actually, I want to make my army down here in Satsuma, because that's where my weaponsmith is. So how many turns until... Okay, I have 2 more turns before that researches. Let's move these guys closer over here. I have over 8,000 now, that's good. Recruit there. This will be my cavalry recruiting province. Cavalry's okay, but it's not fantastic. So I'm not going to be recruiting too much cavalry, but having something with a lot of charge bonus is not a bad thing. And get rid of these guys. I want to get a Yari dojo here, because that's the only way to recruit Yari Samurai, or Yari Cavalry is with a Yari dojo plus the war horse stable. So far, so good. Let's get, what do I want to make here? Oh, right, this one. I can't do that yet, though. Let's go ahead and expand everything. Really? Really? Well, that can be dismantled. Right, I had the +2 from the, event. I forgot about that. Wait, do you lose honor in this game if you go to war with somebody you have a trade agreement with? Crap, I don't remember that. If so, I need to go ahead and break my trade agreement with Chosokabe. Brother comes of age. Great. Family council. Alright, so far so good. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh yeah, let me check that. In diplomacy, so if I declare war...
Sometimes travelers meet and profit by it. Shall we see what
It didn't say that I'll lose honor. It doesn't say that I'll lose honor, so... That I definitely want. Be able to start recruiting bow warrior monks soon. Just gonna make markets everywhere. That I don't really have anything else to do with these towns. Upgrading markets does decrease your food surplus though. So be careful with that. So, it didn't say that I'm gonna lose our honor for declaring war on Chosakabe, even if I have a trade agreement. So I'm just gonna do it. But it might decrease my relation with other nations, though, or other, what are they called, clans? Which kinda sucks, but whatever. Kinda wanna wait until this is finished. What do I need for the bow warrior monks? A monastery and a foot archery range. Oh, is this a foot archery? Yes, it is. Okay. Shinto Buddhism. So that's what I have. I don't want no, though. I need this one. Income's starting to go back down. Just saw a fleet full of a Chosakabe army, so that's unsettling. Wako pirates, really? I'm going to go and attack the pirates. I need to go and replenish these navies here. Should I recruit some katana samurai? I don't think I should. Then I need to wait until this occurs. I don't really like bow samurai all that much. Like, the bow warrior monks are just so much superior to these guys that it feels like a waste getting them. They do have a substantially higher upkeep cost, though. I think the bow warrior monks have like a 200 something upkeep cost. Cunning wife, sure. Oh no, the trade was disrupted with somebody. You go here, you repair. You go here. And you repair. One more turn for that one. Need 8 more turns for that one. But I can recruit Yari Cavalry now. I can only recruit one at a time. Okay. Recruitment capacity increases if I increase that. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna have to make a hunting ground there anyway. Or not a hunting ground, but whatever it's called. Encampment. Proving grounds, is that the upgrade for the charge? Looks like the borders are starting to get settled, though. Chosakabe's pretty strong. Mori's been on the retreat for a while. What is this? Beshel? I don't think it's Beshel. Beautiful wife, okay. Heaven and Earth, Mastery of the Arts. Oh, good. Plus 50% research speed. That is Takaoka. Oh wow, Hattori have gotten pretty big.
Why?
No. No. Should I? It's a lot of money, so I'm going against the Chosokabe next anyway. Oh, they're allies with the Chosokabe. Scheiße. Okay. Group 2 though, which is good. So these have, okay, they only have an upkeep of 198, so it's not that much more than the Bow Samurai, but they're substantially better than the Bow Samurai. Let's see. So there's 15 less of them, but they have substantially more accuracy, they have longer range, and they have more reload skill, and they have more ammunition, and higher morale. The only thing that the Bow Samurai are better at is melee stats, which you don't want your archers in melee. So, that's good to know. Where's my daimyo? Oh, wait, hold on. You go back up here. You go here. Daimyo. Yeah, that's the daimyo. You guys go here. Go up here, I guess. You guys go defend this place. Are there any buildings I can upgrade? Yes, I can upgrade this one. Don't want to upgrade that one, because eventually I'm going to change it to a market. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. This guy's army. I have a second army built already. Move him down here. Might want to think about expanding my navy even more, though. Osakabe has a massive navy. I don't really like the naval battles in regular, vanilla Total War Shogun 2, but I love them in the other Fall of the Samurai. Yeah, I'm just recruiting a whole bunch of hero units now so that I can decrease the amount of unrest that my provinces have. Eventually, anyway. Oh, this one already gets a +1. Awesome. +2 repression to this province. +1 cunning. Yeah, I'm going to have them this town. Don't need to recruit that anymore, though, since my Metsuke is there. I'm gonna have 2 Yari cavalry in this army. And then I'm gonna get as many bow warrior monks as I can. But they take 2 turns to recruit. Actually, is there a way to decrease that? No, that's just bow samurai. Nope, it's always gonna be 2. Oh, who's the other one? Oh, warrior nuns. I forgot about those. Go ahead and start recruiting some more Yari Ashigaru here. So once I go to war with Chosokabe, I basically have 2 major nations to deal with. It looks like Chosokabe took over Kyoto. can't build that yet, so okay. I need that one as well. Can recruit cavalry, Yari cavalry in 1 turn if I do. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, good. This 2? Okay. Let's get rid of these 2 then. Don't need to have extra units anywhere. How many extra here? 2? Get rid of this one then. Hoping by the time that I actually declare war on Tosokabe, they'll break their alliance with these guys. Nope, that's not gonna happen, it looks like. Takaoka. Okay. Soon. Wow, Tosokabe has a pretty large army in fleet. I might not be able to just rely on my 2 recruitment centers for this war. I'm gonna have to start recruiting some Boashigaru too. Special, no. It's not the fleet. Get me the fleet. And you start recruiting 2 things of cavalry. Still can't do that, can I? How many more turns? 1 more turn. Awesome. Go ahead and build another level to this place here. I am going to build a siege workshop here. The Shimazu also get a pretty special matchlock infantry unit. The Shimazu heavy gunners. They're pretty fun. It's like anybody that gets hit by the bullet just goes like flying away. Ah, dang it. Okay, deal with them. Let's go ahead and get this one as well. I do need to increase my daimyo honor though. Well, whatever. We're fine for now in that regard.
皆の者出航用意。
Let's recruit some more Yari Ashigaru here.
はい、上様。冒険と栄光へ向けて。皆、船を出せ。
Let's see, what do we have here? They're upgrading their castle to a fortress. I would like to destroy it before it upgrades, but I don't think I can do that actually. I have one more turn to get here. Then it would take at least 3 turns to get here. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I should just attack this province, I think. So is there anybody who's willing to be my friend? Oh, the Chosakabe look like they're willing to be my friend.
Speak, and do not.
I'm about to declare war on them though, so... let's see, Hattori. They're allied with Takaoka. Really? Okay. Why are these big clans allying with each other? That's not right. Welp. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Wait, what am I doing? No. Here. What does this unlock? Oh, cavalry. Don't care about those. That's the Great Guard, which I can't use. Here we go. The Spears of Shizugatake. This is a hero unit. Sounds like it's a hero unit. Stats look like it's a hero unit. But it's not a legendary. It's not a legendary unit though. It might be. Who knows? Whatever. Can start building my encampments now though, which is good. Damn it. Why did I build this? I needed to wait for this one. Move this fleet here. Does this have too many? Yes, it does. Okay. Good, good. Okay. It's fine. War's coming soon. Don't have any siege weapons though. The mangonels are actually decent, at least against walls. I'll say they're decent against walls. It's actually they're more decent against it's more that they're decent against large crowds of enemies, and usually the AI will group up their units up in the middle of the enemy castle. Let's see. You go here. You go here. I think that's about as big as I want my navy to be. Otherwise, I'm gonna go broke. Cavalry, bush. Okay, those are fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I can build a master weaponsmith. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Let's get you guys to go up north. Recruit some more Yashigaru here. Encampment here. Do I need to wait though? The master dojo for the Katana Samurai. The one that I'm building right now requires iron, which I don't have. I'm trading for it. And once I go to war with Chosakabe, okay, yeah, I should stop building that unit, that building. Okay. Let's stop building this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this requires iron. That wasn't the dojo, that was the weaponsmith. Dang it.
Wow. I will listen to your words.
Oh! Awesome! They didn't come to their assistance, which is amazing. I thought they would. Oh. Okay. So you two go back here. And you... I don't even know what to do with you. Just go up here, I guess. Awesome! That went a whole lot better than I thought it would. I think 2 or 3 units of cavalry per army is probably decent. Oh, they're gonna attack my trade. I see how it is. I wouldn't get too used to allies in this game, because eventually they will all betray you. I don't care too much about upgrading my heroes. They might increase my, oh crap, what have I done? They may increase my town growth a little bit, but it's not really worth it. Let's go here. Go hill up. You guys destroy these guys. Sink the fleet. Then repair. You guys go repair here. Rid of that. This is gonna be a military. Not much that you can do here. Ooh, wow, that's a big army. Wow, okay. That's somewhat intimidating, actually. Hmm. So here I want to increase my attack. Here I want to increase my charge. Proving grounds right there, charge. And here I cannot do anything yet because I wasted a turn, that's right. Here I want to get all of these units though. March to Bungo. How many units? I don't. Oh, well, I actually need to increase this one's level. Inspiring towns? Yeah, inspiring towns. +2. Okay, I can get rid of these two then. And this, I can get 4 bow warrior monks to go down here. Actually, they don't even need to go down here. They just need to go up into the fleet. I'm building up my armies now. Okay, I was not expecting them to go that direction. I was expecting them to come and attack the province I just took over, but... Oh no, what have I done? Accidentally minimized the game. Please open up properly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's get a sake den to increase public order. Here, you'll do the Siege Engineer's Workshop. So now they have an accuracy of 70%. Once this gets built, they'll have +5 more. This one's still being built. Go ahead and... never mind. I think we're good for now. If I were to move you guys out, it's -3, okay. Yeah, starting in Kyushu or Shikoku, you actually don't go to war as much as everywhere else in the game. One of my favorite starts is actually the Takeda clan. They don't start with any port access. And they're in Kohu or Kai right here. They start here. They go to war with these guys. They start at war with these guys, and I think one of these guys. And so it takes them a while before they get access to a port. But they're pretty fun. They usually end up going to war with the Uesugi, who start up here. And then usually the Imagawa will go to war with them as well, or Tokugawa. Oda starts over here. So, I have 2 armies here. They have 2 turns before that expected that. I want to go to war though. I want to fight a battle though. So let's go ahead and recruit some Yariyashi Guard there just for the bonus to public order. I'm not going to recruit any more units until these places get finished being built. I was afraid I was going to have to go to war with Takaoka, but I did not have to go to war with Takaoka or the Shimazu or Hattori. Awesome. Oh, because that got built. Wait, what? Where'd these guys go? You gonna ambush me? Or not? Oh, that works. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so my clan is now prominent. When this reaches maximum, it will trigger what's called a realm divide, which means basically all of Japan goes to war with you, which is why I say don't rely on your allies in this game. Ever. I'm gonna besiege them. Siege them out. Oh, wow. Okay. Just gonna move this guy around Japan, see if I can get access to some of the clans up here. Looks like Oda has been destroyed. Let's see what these guys do. I'm assuming they'll either go down south or go this way. Yep. That makes sense. They might try to come down here, actually. Oh, right. I forgot to do this, didn't I? Plus 1 charge bonus for cavalry, plus 2 happy. No. Charge bonus for cavalry. I need to get rid of these guys. Okay. Balance of the forces is somewhat evenly matched. They have much better infantry, but I should have better everything else, I think. Wow, the deployment zone. Deployment zone on this map is not very big. So let's start the deployment. Let's not do that. Okay. Well, I'll say it's not that big. That looks pretty big to me. This is a big map? I guess so. The enemy's probably going to camp on the top of this hill. So let's form my infantry line like this. My archers, spread them out. And then let's do this. What are they going to do? Just gonna sit there? Let's move everybody together like this. I think once I get close to them, they might try to run up to the top of the hill. That's usually what they do. There's at least 2 units here, I believe. There's one more thing of cavalry somewhere too. Okay, they just moved their army forward. What are they doing? Never mind. I was wondering if the battle difficulty was different from very hard. Let's do it like this, I guess. And you guys come this way. Actually, no. You stay back in the back. Okay, my archer should start firing soon. There we go. I'm gonna use flame arrows. Flame arrows, I think, decrease enemy morale. And it deals more damage? That's what it looks like. Anyway, these enemies are basically dead. The enemy is definitely mostly on the hill, and they're moving up the hill now, which is what I was expecting from them. Let's move these guys up. Let's put these guys in the Yari wall form. See if I can spook them by moving my cavalry around. I don't want you to shoot the enemy cavalry, although that is doing quite a bit of damage, but no. Here, I want you to shoot the... Yeah, that's better. Use whistling arrows. Oh, they debuffed my units. Of course, they decided to charge their light cavalry into a spear wall formation. See the fighting up close here. Not sure why he's using a katana. He's supposed to be using spears. Okay. Let me get him out of here. And don't charge cavalry into Yari Ashigaru. Let's see, you guys go this way. What are my archers shooting at? Nothing really. I think it's safe to say that I won this battle, but... And again, I thought I did last time. I got my general killed, so I still won it, but...
My lord,
I'm gonna try.
glorious victory will soon be yours.
After the battle ends, I want to see just how much damage my bow monks did. Let's see. Who all can I still kill? Well, they're basically all dead. Or retreated. So. So, I did outnumber them, but I only lost 460 units, and they were mostly Yari Ashigaru. I only lost 8 bow warrior monks. Viewing battle details. My Yari cavalry got 62 kills here. These only got 40. Where's my warrior monks? My warrior monks, except for these guys, the average almost 100. Yari Ashigaru did a whole bunch of work too, though. But they have twice as many men as my bow warrior monks do. So I'll wipe him out. And move him towards here. So, even though they resist the invaders, this place has so much repression from the castle, then it doesn't matter. Now these guys, I'm still wary of fighting these guys, as it would involve besieging a fortress, and I'd be the offender. Just get rid of these guys. Or not. There we go. Okay, well, I think that could be a good way to end the stream, though. An offensive siege. So I think this will be my last thing of the stream. So I have some other stuff I need to do. Shimazu Yoshihiro and Chosokame Motochika. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how to go about this, though. Maybe if I attack from here. Or maybe I should attack from two fronts. So let's do two things of warrior monks over here. 4. The cavalry aren't really going to be doing much this battle. You 4 come from this direction. And you guys go here. So they have their archers up here. Okay. They're gonna move their archers over to this direction. Let me back you guys off a little bit then. I'm somewhat concerned about these archery towers, because they'll be shooting at me indefinitely if I get into their range. I don't know what their range is. Can I see it? No, I can't. I can capture them, though. Let's see. Are they going to march their cavalry down here? Oh, okay. Let's get everybody to move a little bit faster. Let's move them up closer. Just walk them and just fast forward it instead. Okay. They are bringing in archer fire. Oh, nope, nope, stop! General's orders are being screwed up in the battlefield. Okay. Okay, you guys come up close here. Oh, they're sending out some cavalry apparently. Or not. It's interesting. You guys come up closer though. You guys need to burn down the gateway. You guys don't need that anymore. You guys need to run faster so that you can catch this gate on fire. And please don't aim at the general, because the general has like... I don't know what the general has, to be honest. It's like whenever you fire at a general in this game, the general like somehow dodges it.
Our men are running from the battlefield. A shameful display.
Need to pay more attention. Catch the gate on fire, please. You climb up and you climb up, because y'all are getting destroyed over here. You guys gonna like catch it on fire?
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
That broken yet? Yes, it is. Okay.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Okay.
Shameful display.
Not a good idea for me to split up my units like that, because I cannot micro them properly. That being said, I should still be able to win this. I'm terrible in micro. You guys back out of their firing range. No reason to get you all killed. It's about 90 versus 47. Of course, we're shooting through some trees too. Is there a way that I can get my cavalry in here? Let's hurry it up in here. Now, you're not supposed to do this, but
Our general
for some reason,
danger, my lord.
or even if you do spam the command like this, they always just decide, hey, I'm gonna get engaged in this combat here, even though it goes against my orders. Let's get rid of these guys, because they're retreating now and they can't attack me. These... Then my archers here can move up. let's get these guys back. Because now there's some they've recovered over there. And let's go up here then, I guess. Oi! General, what are you doing? Like that. Tell him to retreat, and he's like, oh, nope, I don't think I'm going to. Send them flying like that, though.
My lord! A glorious victory will soon be yours!
So I think I've won this. Though, like I said, my micro sucks. Completely lost on one flank, although my warrior monk still did a whole bunch of work. Let's see, I lost 660 units. Or men, I should say. The Ari cavalry did quite a bit of work, even though that was a siege. These yeah, my warrior monks. Lowest was 111. These two were the two that were on the flank that won the battle. These two were on the one that lost the battle, but they still did a lot of work. They lost a whole bunch of men too, though. Oh well, that's fine. I'll repair that, build that there, and destroy them. Build that there, and I think that'll be it for today, though. The last battle. Alright. Thanks for tuning into my stream.